a man called Charles Idahosa has decided to release a bomb. In fact, he speaking about APC, he's talking about 2023 and also talking about Oshiomhole and Jagaban. Jagaban is Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu, as there have been a lot of rumors in the north and everywhere of the ambition of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take over from Buhari. That is just what it is. Maybe he might not want to do that. Maybe he has somebody else that he has from the southwest, or maybe he's thinking of someone from the southeast. We don't know what these people discuss under closed door. But as you know, politicians, one thing that is constant with them is interest. Permanent interest is what they focus on, aside them fighting once in a while, fighting themselves dirty here and there. So he said Oshiomhole wants to become vice president to a northern presidential candidate. This is according to a man called Chief Charles Idahosa. He is a former commissioner for information in Edo State. He said this on Friday. He said Comrade Adams Oshiomhole, national chairman of the ruling All Progressive Congress APC, will disappoint Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, national leader of the party, on the issue of 2023 presidency. Now, we all know that Oshiomhole right now seems to be in support, seems to be protecting the interest of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and APC at the moment, although he's also going through his own hard time. They want him out of that position, out of that seat as a chairman, as they claim that he has nothing to offer anyone, that is only bent on creating issues here and there. And he has problem with Obaseki too, as regards if Obaseki will continue the second term. And Obaseki claims that he has the right, that he should become the next, he should continue becoming the governor, should continue as governor of that state, Edo State. So now that Charles Idahosa, a former commissioner of information in that same Edo State, has decided to release this bomb, he has decided to bust, are we going to say he busted Adams Oshiomhole? Probably has information here and there, I wouldn't know. So he spoke in an interview with Daily Independent. So it's not just something that he tweeted here and there. Idahosa, a chieftain of the party, said while Tinubu is supporting the embattled national chairman with the hope of assisting him to get the APC presidential ticket in 2023, Oshiomhole's ambition is to become a running mate to a northern presidential candidate. And I'm looking at it this way. I think Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not need to struggle if he needs to get the 2023 ticket. I don't think he needs to struggle to get this, as he seems to be the father of it. But then there are a lot of people that are out there, game players that are out there, political game players, but like the ones from North, like El-Rufai, that are not ready to bow, and they've made it known that they are not ready to bow. But then I do not really listen much to many of those politicians when they speak, as they tend to, you know, they tend to kind of confuse the citizens. When they say certain words, you might think that they are saying the exact thing, but then they have something else in mind, as it is all called politics. You'll be surprised that come 2023, the same El-Rufai and the rest of these people will come out in support, smiling and laughing and taking pictures, and the story will change, the power will change hand, as they often do. So he said, I feel sorry for Tinubu because he does not know who Oshiomhole is. That is what he is quoted saying. I am sorry for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because he does not know who Oshiomhole is. I am aware he is one of those giving him support as the national chairman. Oshiomhole will disappoint him seriously. He will not support him in 2023. He can take that to the bank. Now, when you listen and hear such words such as this, well, it's something that someone can actually look into and say, well, maybe this is true. But then I really don't care if Adams Oshiomhole or Bola Ahmed Tinubu or the rest of those people, because they are there right now, even though Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not really the president right now. But we've seen him perform in different, as a political leader, see him perform in different even as ex-governor. We've seen all the activities and everything that has happened. At the end of the day, it is not to the benefit of the citizens of the nation. It is more or less about themselves, personal aggrandizement, gives them more, power, more reach. they stretch their hands wherever they like, they do whatever they like. Now look at the what is happening right now. Amotekun, a security outfit that has been organized to secure the regions, to secure the southwestern region of Nigeria, as a result of the lack of security, the insecurity, and the menace of the Fulani herdsmen and many other endemic activities that are ongoing. We are not seeing Bola Ahmed Tinubu, a supposed Oduduwa, Anago, Yoruba, or whatever it is. We are not seeing him speak. And people say, well, he doesn't need to speak anyway. Maybe he's acting on the ground as he's making sure that he doesn't go against a government that his own party brought in. So it will be like, well, it's going to be an issue. So you understand politics, maybe. So he doesn't want to really say anything. He might nod and say, all right, keep it up, do what you got to do. Or maybe it might even be one of the, not really the brain box, but maybe one of the brain box behind this outfit, in the hope that they will shake the polity a little bit and shake the country a little bit, and maybe give the northerners a kind of warning to show that we in the southwest of Nigeria, we are all sufficient if we have to. And it could be. So we don't really know how these people run the show. But then what we know is that the governors from the southeast, I think 6 of the governors, came together and they created this group. And they brought them all from different former groups, OPC, Agbekoyas, and the rest of them, and they came up with this group. So what we are saying is this: what is the take of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in this? Is he coming out and standing in solidarity, or is going to embrace politics and nationalism rather than ethnicity or tribal? I wouldn't know which one it is there, but we've not seen him say any word. He has not taken pictures. He has not lent his voice to this. He just kept his mouth shut. So we wouldn't know what it is. So if for this, if he has to sacrifice all of this on the altar of politics, all because he needs to get a presidential seat, and at the end of the day, he doesn't get it, which I'm saying that it would have been better if the country is broken into pieces. I mean, not pieces for useless, as a useless entity, but at least broken into pieces so that people can manage themselves properly. Let it not divide from the south, so we can, this clamor for who's going to become president and all the struggle. We want the quota system. We want this will end. At least then we can begin to move forward towards how the regions that are broken apart will move on. That's the solution to this, rather than the not threatening and saying, if you support Amotekun, well, if the Yorubas do not stop, if these people do not stop, well, their presidential bid for 2023 may not be possible, and all of that. All of this will stop. At least to a point, we will see very clearly the saboteurs and the people that are causing problems in the system. Not because we don't know them, but it will become much more clearer because they will not have anywhere to hide any longer. And now politics will be a very different thing. Yes, there might be issues among ethnic groups. Oh, this person is from Ondo State, this one is from Ogun State, and all of that. But then that will be minimal. That will be minimal. And then the issues of corruption and the rest of that will also become much more clearer. And I think there will be much more development rather than that. This is what they are focusing on. So this is what this man has to say. Charles Idahosa, former commissioner of information in Edo State, is saying that Oshiomhole is going to betray Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that he's a betrayer, that he's also good in Takia. He speaks Hausa language anyway. So Oshiomhole will disappoint him seriously. He will not support him 2023. He can take that to the bank. Tinubu is one of the people supporting him as national chairman, thinking that Oshiomhole will use his influence as a national chairman to make him get the ticket, in which I don't know if it's going to be a problem anyway. The ticket thing, the primaries that they are going to do, I don't know if it's going to be an issue. I don't know. What he doesn't know, he said, is that Oshiomhole's ambition is to become vice president to a northern presidential candidate in 2023. He's going to pair a northern candidate against the interest of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And now I'll tell you something. Professor Isesage once advised Adams Oshiomhole, not now, back in those days, for him to compete for that same position. And the pictures and the what's it called, the election posters that we saw was Adams Oshiomhole and, of course, an Hausa Fulani man. So in this case, we don't know. Power they say, can be so tempting. So there's a possibility that he might also want to push for that. Why not? He's also part of the reason why Nigeria is the way it is, at least. So he came out as, Labour, all of that, but then he has joined them. They are all doing the same thing. So who cares less who is vice president or president? The point is this: let the country break apart if they are not going to, come up with a referendum, or, and also at least a vote for people to stay in or out, or they restructure the system, which they are not ready to restructure. So that's what it is for now. If you're not a member of this channel, let us grow it together by you tapping on the subscription button and the red notification icon bell below. It will alert you whenever videos are uploaded. Thanks for stopping by.